Okay, so I just woke up from this dream and I know I'm supposed to share it, so here we go. So it's like this uh, glass window. Okay, kind of like a storefront, and it's like all glass windows, and then the door is glass as well, And it's all really, really dusty, and nobody can like see through it. I know that there's people there, but the only one I really know, I guess, is my mom. And so my mom's like looking through and she's like, I can't see anything. And I'm like, okay, let me try. And I look through and I'm like, I can see it clearly. And I'm like, I can see this perfect picture and it's like this house and the layout is really cool. And it's actually a house that I've seen before in my dreams. And so as I'm looking through it, I'm like, it's that house I was trying to describe to you, the one with the archway and then like the sunken living room and stuff. And I don't even think I tell her that much, but I'm like, it's the house I'm trying to tell you about. But more than anything, I'm like, somebody hand me like a piece of paper or like a notepad so I can sketch it out for y'all. And I'm quickly like, come on, before it goes away and I can't see it anymore. And so by the time the notepad gets over to me and I'm looking at like it all just kind of goes away. And I can kind of see like the archway. While I was staring at it, I was trying to get my mind to memorize everything so I could, just in case I could do it. But I noticed as I had the paper, I couldn't remember everything. The only thing I could remember was the archway. And I was just kind of like, oh crap. I was like, it's gone. And I remember thinking like I shouldn't have waited to sketch it. I should have just described it. Which I I'm an artist. I love to animate things and just kind of act out a story that I'm trying to tell just so you can have like a clear view of it. And there's a few dreams that I have had, and they have really helped me grow in my faith and God showing me that He's with me, He sees me, He's watching me, and just all of this. And so I've animated one of them just a little bit, and I posted it already. And then there's like two more that I know I need to put out there, and I've been holding off for a million different excuses, but also like, okay, well, whenever I get all the supplies ready and the little characters made and whatever else. And I feel like the dream was kind of telling me, like God's telling me, there's no time. There's no time to sit here and sketch it out. But also, as I was getting everything ready to make this video, I was talking with God, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was intense, and I really feel like you need me to, get this word out. And Him also kind of showing me like it's not just about you drawing out so people can see the picture perfectly, but sometimes they need to hear the words that I've given you to say to describe it. And so it was like, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense because I haven't seen a lot of testimonies where they've, drawn it out for me and it was the words that they say certain things that like, a word that God has been using, and it's like, oh, so that made a lot of sense to me too. And it was like, okay, yeah, I need to let go of the whole I gotta animate it first and blah blah. So that was the dream that I just woke up from, and I feel like God's like, let's get them out there. Let's do this. I also have one confirmation, and it was I feel like it was the rapture number confirmation. I'll tell you about that one too. So yeah. All right, I took off the microphone because I don't think it made me sound any better. So anyway, um, okay, so I'll go with the rapture confirmation numbers first, and I'll just do each thing separately for a different video. Okay, so number one, we'll do the rapture confirmation numbers. I'm going to go visit my friend, right? And this is not a dream. This actually happened. So I'm going to go visit my friend. She lives about an hour away from me, and before I get in the car, I realize like, oh, I need to get gas too. And then by the time I get in the car and start driving, I have completely forgot. And I don't remember until the gas light comes on. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I even forget that? And there's all sorts of construction. I knew that there wasn't going to be a gas station for a minute. And then whenever I finally did get to the area that there was going to be more stuff, the construction is just not even worth it. So I'm tempted because I'm like, I don't want to run out of gas on the side of the highway, and then now I'm going to spend my day with having somebody try to come rescue me. So I'm like, all right, Lord, where do I need to stop? Like, what's, and so I'm like looking for a place to stop, and I feel him kind of tell me like, just keep driving. We'll have enough gas to make it to the exit. And then we'll stop at that QT that's right there on the exit. And I'm like looking at my gas, and I'm like, I don't know. But I'm like, okay, I gotta trust you. And I'm like, in my head, like, I'm gonna be like, you know, as I pull up to the thing, if I get off the highway. And so I'm like, okay, I'll make it. And I'm just trying to let go. I'm like, you know what? If you said I'll make it, I'll make it. All right. So I make it to there just fine. And as I pull up to the gas pump, I notice I'm about to put my head, I'm like, okay, I'll put 20 in, go in, get some food, whatever, be at her house in just a second. And pull up to the gas pump, and I'm like, okay, 20. I'm like, what's the number? Just already in my mind. And I look, and the person before me had got $20. And I just happened to look, and the gas number ended up being 6666. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to get 20. I'm going to get 25. I don't know why my brain didn't even jump to $21, because I was just like, I'm not getting those numbers as I pump gas. Like, no. And so I didn't even think to put $21, because as I told my friend this story, she's like, I would have done 21. I was like, didn't even cross my mind. And so immediately I'm like, okay, 25. So I go in, I put $25 in, and I call my friend, and I'm like, hey, I'm almost at your house. I'm here. Do you want anything to drink? And she's like, I guess like a Sprite. And I get I'm like super hungry too. And also on the way there, I felt like the presence of God telling me kind of like, I have something there for you. And also I was very hungry, and I did not eat before I left because I was like in a rush trying to hurry up and go. And so I also kind of knew, I was like, ooh, and at this gas station, I'm sure God will have some kind of food, something I didn't see or last time or whatever, you know. And so, you know, I go inside, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's, what kind of food I'll find, what I'll see that I'll be like, there it is, you know. So I go and I get us our drinks, and I go and I'm almost about to get us a hot dog. And I was like, no, it tasted so weird last time. And so I'm like looking around, and I'm like, oh, they have pizza. And I got all excited, and they even, anyway. And so I get my pizza, and I'm like, heck yeah. And then I go check out, and I get 25 on pump whatever. And the total comes out to $32 even. And I remember at first I was just like, I love even, like, you know, it's just like, I got an even number. It almost feels like I'm supposed to be here, right here at this moment, you know? Anyway, so I don't even think much about it, and I just go to the car, pump the gas, and as I pump the gas and it like stops at 25, I'm like, 25, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just watched those rapture those rapture videos, and we're talking about 2025 the year, and then the tribulation period for 7 years, and it ends in 32. And before this, but I asked God for a confirmation. I was like, this is really serious, Lord. If it's happening like this soon, if the rapture comes, like, give me, like, I want a little confirmation number, please. Just give me something, let me know, you know? And so I had already asked. I had already seen all the videos and the 2025, 2032. And so I'm just there, like, in my car, almost there at her house, like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. And then, of course, my mind's like, well, maybe it won't happen until 2032. Maybe he's telling me it's not. My mind wanting to, like, figure out all of these things, you know. And as time goes on, which was about, like, a week, maybe, yeah, like a week or two ago, and just more and more that I see it, I'm like, those were my confirmation numbers. He was giving me my confirmation numbers of, yes, 2025, then the trip, you know. And I was like, okay, I need to accept that. And just quit trying to, it's not gonna happen for another 7 years, it's fine. Like, I need to just quit doing that and just, God, it's coming, and just be ready. We're supposed to be ready anyway, so. But those were my rapture number confirmation. So that's what I got for that, and you do with that with what you need. So before I go, I was watching a video before I even fell asleep and had that dream where I was like looking through the glass. I was watching another video with a woman and her daughter, and she was like sharing her confirmation and stuff. And one thing that she said, which I know it was for me, and she said, like, if you don't share what God has given you, the blood is on your hands. And it was like, huh? So I didn't go to record the video or anything, but she had saved or shared a link to watch the Joshua testimony. And so I went to go watch it, and as I fell asleep while I was watching it, I had that dream while I was like, so yeah.